All right. So you already know a lot of people been talking about the solar flash, like when it's going to be here, when it's going to happen. That eventually one day, on in our lifetime, there's going to be a solar flash that give us superpowers and stuff like that. So in today's video, we'll be reacting to TikToks like that. Okay. If you want to watch that with me, stay here, man. Like the video, subscribe, and let's do this thing. And you take time to read this right here. It says the great solar flash. Every 25 to 900,000 years, a great solar flash wipes out all lower vibration evil energies in our solar system. A new earth of higher vibration and 5D consciousness is being born. Our sun is expected to flash approximately 20 to 2030. So we are in that time range where this is about to happen soon. Can't wait. I cannot wait. Okay, no negative entities will be able to withstand the new 5D energies of our solar system. So we gotta, man, them negative people that been running the world thinking they got all the power. You don't. Your time is coming. To prepare humanity, let's ask to meditate and remain in a state of peace, compassion, and forgiveness. So that means anybody that did you wrong, you gotta let that go, man. Get rid of it, man. Like, get over it, man. Just forgive them, man. It will get better, man. Don't hold on to stuff. All right. I know they probably did you wrong, you know that, man, but you gotta forgive them, man. Can't be holding that in your heart, man. You can't. You're trying to get your revenge and all that. No, stop. Just be light, man. Just try to be as light as possible if you want to make it through this shift. That's how I say it. What else? It says in service to others. Yeah, in service to others. This will maintain our collective consciousness in a positive vibration that is required for entering into the how do you say that? I don't know how to say that, but 5D timeline, into the 5D timeline during the great solar flashes. Okay. All right. What's that? Harmonious. I think that's how you say harmon. I don't know. Harmonize with the 5D timeline, I guess. I just say it like that. The new earth we've been envisioning comes true. Dream wisely. Yeah, man. I'm ready, man. I'm ready for the solar flash. Okay. Let me know if y'all ready for that, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for this thing to be over with. Feel me? But hey, man, it's taking time. Energy takes time. Everything takes time. So we just gonna have to be patient and just, man, stay light. Stay light and always be giving out good energy, man. Don't try to like hold on to stuff, man. Let it flow, man. Somebody say something bad to you, man, just let it flow. Maybe they having a bad day. Maybe they going through some stuff in their head. So they want to project it on to you and stuff. So don't worry about people, man. That's how I put it, man. But let's go on and see what they talking about on TikTok, man. Let's check it out. All right, let's check this out, man. See what's going on here.
When the solar flash happens, will there still be third density entities upon the planet? Will there still be bodies like there are now, or what does that look like? So there's going to be bodies like the ones on my right here, but there won't be physical bodies like we have right now on the left at the beginning. Here's what I mean. You can see below me that the third density is the density of self-awareness, and that it's humans and other ET races. Well, only in the third density are your bodies as physically dense as they are right now. And you might have noticed that as we move into the fourth density here, the bodies start to get a lot lighter. If you're spiritually in tune, you're probably going to notice that you want to eat lighter things because your body and DNA is upgrading into a fourth density body. When this fourth density transition happens with the solar flash, Law of One tells us that one of the key things about third density is not having outside influence. When the third density entities graduate with the solar flash into the fourth, they don't know how to hide themselves from third density yet. So the newly fourth density entities have to learn how to hide themselves first, and until they learn how to do that, the third density on planet Earth will remain in potentiation. If you want to know more, I just went live on YouTube in much greater detail.
What would happen if a solar
might
flare
have to
hit
check
the
out his
bunker?
YouTube channel, see
Our
what you
bunker
talking
is
about.
like a giant Faraday cage because it's completely encased in a copper mesh.
What is
And
this?
our giant Faraday cage bunker will prevent an EMP or solar flare from destroying all electronics inside our bunker.
This
What?
is a solar storm.
So they got some stuff that can protect you from the sun. Man, I don't know about that. Cause they be talking about they like they be saying like literally when this happens, everything's gonna cut off. Like everything, technology, the power, all that is gone. And it should be gone for like forever, I think. Or for some years. But when that happened, I don't know, man. That sun do be hitting in the summertime, man. It be hot. So I don't know, man. It might cut off everything. I don't think anything gonna be working. To be honest.
And it could shut down the internet and electricity for the entire world very soon. Let me explain. The sun doesn't just sit still in space. It's like a boiling soup, and sometimes the soup splashes. And when the splash reaches the Earth, that's a solar storm. But the problem is, those storms are loaded with electricity. Like, a lot. So much so that when it reaches us, it could shut down the whole electrical grid of planet Earth and fry all of our phones, cars, and computers. But don't worry, if you wrap up your phone in aluminum foil right before the storm hits, you'll still be able to Netflix and chill during the apocalypse.
So when the solar flash happens, will there still be third
We already saw that one.
On the internet, they've been talking a lot about solar flares and blackouts that are supposed to happen, and I just see a whole bunch of fear mongering because people don't really understand what's going on. So first of all, solar flares, they're based on electromagnetic radiation. It's an intense localized eruption of electromagnetic radiation, and they do sometimes emit what's called coronal mass ejections. Now these coronal mass ejections were happening a lot, especially during 2021, where we had the coronavirus lockdowns. Now focus on the word corona and coronal. It's not a coincidence. They knew this information at the time, and they had us in lockdowns and wearing masks to keep us at the lowest vibrational state. Because if we didn't do that, then our DNA would start to get stimulated. And I might miss a couple of nooks and crannies about solar flares, and I'm not going to cover it all in this video. But the main message here is just that these solar flares are meant to upgrade you. They're meant to help you. They're meant to elevate you and the Earth at the same time. You see, you have a toroidal field, you have a heart, a brain, and a nervous system that's all balanced and calibrated off electromagnetic energy. So what's the best thing to do during this time? It's a little bit less fear-mongering and a little bit more of that holistic practice that everybody knows about and talks about all the time, the whole 9 yards. And during this time is when it really matters the most, because if these things do happen, then humanity as a whole will be able to evolve, and that's exactly what they don't want.
Right.
Recently, on the internet, they've been
That's exactly, see what I mean? That's exactly what they don't want. All right, this is why they making it so cold outside, you know? This is why they cover up the sun every day. But the thing is, them days is coming to an end very soon, okay? So just hang in there, y'all. Hang in there. We gonna get through this thing. This thing called life together. We gonna get through this. Just hang in there, man. That solar flash is almost here, all right? Just hang in there, man.
Spirit wants me to get a message out. So
I mean, look at the state of the planet right now. Everybody's waking up, man. Everybody, like, just seeing this on TikTok, like, people talking about this, like, this is dope, man. This is the best time to be alive, man. Just hang in there. All right, best time.
solar flash happens and it goes dark. That's when you're going to be able to see demons and whatnot and everything you have in the spirit realm. So if you stored up anything in the spirit realm, it will be seen when the solar flash happens. The reason why I need to get this message out now is because I won't be here when the solar flash happened. The reason why is because the Anunnaki has to save or capture the last image of the sun. Okay, so the Anunnaki knows what's going on with the sun, and so they're waiting for the flash to happen. But right before it happens, I have to leave because I am the restrainer. So my spirit restrains the demons. And so when I leave, if you have a demon on your back, it's gonna be unveiled. And so all these people that have been sleeping with my husband, he has several demons on him because they're just transmuting the demons. And this is why I tell people, you guys cleanse and whatnot, because those demons are hefty. And I ain't gonna lie, like, for me to overcome those motherfuckers, when it goes dark, if you got those demons on you, this is why I was supposed to be healing people and casting them out before it happens. And so, like I said, the Anunnaki, they've been telling the government to get the people ready. And so the government's gonna make it seem like, oh, they just took her, because this was all planned. They didn't want to have to come back to Earth to get the images of the sun. And so something was placed into my DNA in order to, when that sun was going to give out, they were going to capture that last image by doing something. So before that happens, they're going to do something with me. And so again, this is a Men in Black. For some reason, they need to get Laura. And my name is Lena. Those motherfuckers, they're not slick. They've been watching me my whole life. So they knew this was going to happen, and the fact that Spirit has unveiled it to me on what's going to exactly happen, it was supposed to be kind of a surprise to me, and then I was going to step into my government role. But Spirit's wanted me to get the message out because the Anunnaki, like I said, I feel like they're here. They're here and they're ready to step in, but they want to make sure that we're, government's going to try to scare the people like they always do. They're going to try to use fear. They're going to, I already saw a message where they're saying that the Anunnaki, they're here, they're going to try to kidnap women and children. And that is not true because, again, a woman's going to be in power. They wanted a woman in power because they've already seen the men fuck up. They've seen them fuck up. And, like, if you know the story of Osun and Abba, I can't say his name, you guys. So the main creator, he messed up because he let humans be in control. And so that's the whole story, is that he was able to admit, like, man, I messed up because I shouldn't have given them power. And that's when he had to destroy the earth. And it's very similar to Genesis. So you guys, it's coming soon. So spirits just want to help me get you guys prepared, because like I said, if you have a demon on you, I don't know how you cast that out if you're not. I guess you cast it out, right? But really what was supposed to happen is I was going to be the one to help people get delivered before it happened. And so right now, again, if the sun is that close to giving away, I'm not going to be here to deliver folks. So again, this is in the Bible. The restrainer is actually a physical person, and that's me with the spirit of the living God in me. So I wasn't supposed to say this. People knew this because it comes out when I sing. The spirit tells them who I am, but the fact that I'm telling you, that means that we're close. We're super close.
Yeah, I can feel it, man. But yeah, man, like if y'all got them demons or whatever negative energy on you, man, you gotta be cleansing for real, man. Try to listen to some frequencies, something. You gotta be out in the nature. You gotta be doing something, man. You gotta like heal. Gotta heal, man, for real. Cause we all been through a lot, man. Everybody, but you try to heal, man. If you're not in nature this year, I advise you to just be in nature a lot more. Sit in the grass, get some sun. Do it, man. Because we definitely gonna need that, man. Especially get them chakras in check. Yeah. We don't have to do that, man.
I'm really
We're not
excited to
doing
talk
that.
about a topic that seems to be floating around in the spiritual community about a huge solar flash, okay, that's going to happen, and then everyone on Earth is going to shift right into the 5th dimensional frequency, okay? We're all moving into the 5D. So I thought that I would touch base on that today and talk about that. I'm really excited to talk about a topic that's
Earth will soon be hit by the biggest solar flare in 6 years, and it could spark massive power outages. An enormous Class X flare, the biggest our sun is capable of, erupted on the sun this Friday. The bombardment of radiation has already caused temporary radio blackouts across South America, but the danger isn't over as officials predict that Earth will be hit by a huge solar storm from December 17th. Luckily, the flare was not directly facing Earth, so we will likely only receive a glancing glow. Earth will soon be hit by the biggest solar flare in 6 years, and it could spark...
There is something very important coming soon that you need to know about. The solar flash is a flash of light from our central sun, Alcyone. The flash will awaken people to their true nature. It will trigger a spontaneous mass awakening on Earth. People all over the planet will realize that we are all one and that we are here on the planet to experience unconditional love. The soul is eternal and we are all one consciousness. After this major event, the human race will begin to transcend its current limitations and begin a new phase of evolution. The veil will lift, and all secrets that were kept from humanity will be revealed. We don't need to know them, because we will intuitively know everything we ever wanted to know. There is something very important coming soon.
What's up, y'all? It's your God, Marmayat, and this video is going to be about how the chosen ones have to keep their body right to get ready for the solar flash that's coming. Alright, so by this time we have all heard that the Earth is going through a shift, through an awakening, and we also know that there's going to be a solar flash at some point. Not a lot of people know when it is, but I feel like I might know what it is, if you know what I'm saying. It was speculated to be in 2020 during the winter solstice, but something did happen and stuff did happen. But it wasn't the big event that people are waiting on, the Carrington-like event that is going to happen. I promise you, I have seen it. I know what is going to happen. I know this shit is so amazing, bro. This shit gonna be crazy, but it's happening, bro. Just be ready to wake your shit up and get the fuck up and start moving. You know what I'm saying? But this video is why everybody else may be able to eat anything and keep, you feel what I'm saying, keep living that same lifestyle. They can eat meat and do all that other shit, but the chosen ones are not able to uphold the same lifestyle they used to uphold with eating meat and eating candy and sweets and all this processed and chemical shit. We can't do that no more. You feel what I'm saying? This is why. Alright, so for the solar flash, you're gonna have to be able to absorb high frequency radiation and absorb light. You feel what I'm saying? Absorb electricity, literally. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, your body has to be healthy and your melanin has to be active. You feel what I'm saying? You have to be able to absorb it. A lot of people you see in today's society, they get hot when they go outside because their melanin is not active. You feel what I'm saying? But I go outside right now in the sun. I would go outside right now, but it's raining. You feel what I'm saying? But if I went outside right now in the sun, it feels good on my skin. That means my melanin is active. And when I sit out in the sun, my melanin gets darker. That means it's charging up. And then when I go back in the house and sit for a little bit, the energy from my melanin absorbs into my skin and into me. You feel what I'm saying? So that's showing that my melanin is active. Plus, I can't get sun cancer. But when your melanin becomes dormant and is no longer active, you can get sun cancer and the sun starts to get hot to you and you no longer get darker in the sun. You feel what I'm saying? That's why you have seen cases of black people with skin cancer. It's very small cases, very few cases, but they do get skin cancer because their body is literally going against them now. The melanin is no longer working. But for the chosen ones, bro, our melanin has to be working in order for this solar flare. You feel what I'm saying? In order for us to be awakened during this time of the solar flare. For one, just for us just to be awakened in general, because we're magnetically being pulled towards a better life so that we can uplift other people in life, raise the frequency of this planet. We're being magnetically pulled towards that and magnetically pulled towards eating better. That's why it seems like somebody else can eat some shit and it doesn't affect them, but you eat some shit and it affects you. We have to be preparing our bodies for this solar flash so we can absorb this radiation and absorb this DNA, because it's UVA, UVC, and UVB radiation being emitted heavily on this planet right now, and also red iron oxide dust. It's so much being emitted from the atmosphere, from the upper atmosphere, and from the outer atmosphere, from space. You feel what I'm saying? Where the sun is, and all this planet. There's so much energy being emitted, and we have to absorb this energy. And when the time comes for this solar flash, our bodies have to be ready for this energy, which is why we cannot eat the same shit and do the same shit these other people do, because we can't. What's up, y'all? She got Marmayat.
Yeah, man. I noticed that, like, when I get to start eating a lot of junk food, like, I just feel sluggish. Like, ugh. It's like my body just started to break down or something, you know? You just don't ever feel energetic, nothing. That's why when you eat food, you feel more light, you know? You gotta think about it, man. We shouldn't, like, come on, man. Do we really supposed to be eating animals? No. We're not supposed to be eating processed foods either. Animals, none of that. Just stick to the fruits, man. I know it's here and there, you just be like, I want to have a fun day. I want to eat some chips. Okay, go eat some chips. All right. But, man, sometimes you just need to just be eating fruit. Just eat your fruits. Okay. But, yeah, man. And then we need to get herbs, too. It's a lot of stuff that we don't be having, man. You gotta have. Man, y'all gotta be out there doing this work, man. Put in this work too, man. Real. Get out there in the sun when it get back hot, all that, man. Real.
Since you're trying to make a personal call and you aren't enrolled in the telecommunications service,
What will happen during the solar
you're not getting
flash?
through. Just then, an emergency alert appears on your screen. It says that there's a power grid failure and to prepare for an extended outage. The reality of the situation is just starting to set in. Since most people have a cell phone, wireless emergency alerts have become an important addition to the emergency alert system that connects various levels of government to TV, radio, satellite, and telephone companies to disseminate public warnings and alerts. During a blackout, sharing information isn't just for likes on social media, it's how we keep people safe, connect them with resources, and maintain social order. Two-way communications like cell phones and the internet might not last long during a grid outage, so one-way networks like radio and television broadcasts are essential to keep people informed. These facilities are often equipped with more backup fuel reserves and even emergency provisions for the staff so that they can continue to operate during a blackout for weeks if necessary. Jump ahead a couple of days. Your circumstances start to dictate your experiences heavily. Even an outage of this length can completely upend your life if you, for example, depend on medication that must be refrigerated or electrically powered medical equipment like a ventilator or dialysis machine. But for many, a blackout on the order of a day or two is still kind of fun, a diversion from the humdrum of everyday life. Maybe you've scrounged together a few meals from what's remaining in your pantry, enjoyed some candlelit conversations with neighbors, seen more stars in the night sky than you ever have in your life. But after those first 48 hours, things are starting to get more serious. You ponder how long you can stay in your home before needing to go out for supplies as you head into the kitchen to get a glass of water. You open the tap and nothing comes out. A public water supply is another utility highly dependent on a functioning electrical grid. Pumping, cleaning, and disinfecting water to provide a safe source to everyone within a city is a power-intensive ordeal. Water's heavy, after all, and just moving it from one place to another takes a tremendous amount of energy. Most cities use a combination of backup generators and elevated storage to account for potential emergencies. Those elevated tanks, whether they're water towers or just ground-level basins built on hillsides, act kind of like batteries to make sure the water distribution system stays pressurized even if pumps lose power. But those elevated supplies don't last forever. Every state has its own rules about how much is required. In Texas, large cities must have at least 200 gallons or 750 liters of water stored for every connection to the system. And half of that needs to be in elevated or pressurized tanks so that it will still flow into the pipes if the pumps aren't working. Average water use varies quite a bit by location and season, but that amount of storage is roughly enough to last a city 2 days under normal conditions. Combine the backup storage with the backup generation system at a typical water utility, and maybe they can stretch to 3 or 4. Without a huge mobilization of emergency resources, water can quickly become the most critical resource in an urban area during a blackout. Since you're trying to make a personal
That's
call,
real, man. You definitely gonna need some water. Everybody gonna need that, man. Dang, we really gotta get prepared for this, man. Now, like, it's 2024. Like, it seemed like it can happen any minute now, you know? So we all should really be getting prepared for whatever's to come. Man, I feel like it's almost here, though.
Electricity could go down around the world in the year 2025, and it's going to be because of solar flares. We have a high chance of being hit by a solar flare in 2025. Now, if that happens, every electrical grid around the planet will go down, and it could take even years for them to fix everything and bring electricity back. Now, in the year 2012, we had another high chance of a solar flare hitting us. However, it missed Earth. But if it happens again and it hits Earth, electricity will be down. And it will be worse than any natural disaster that has ever been experienced on Earth. Electricity could go down around the...
Peace to my soul family, peace to my soul tribe. When is this great solar flash gonna happen? Hey, come on, check it out. So the sun is emitting biophotons. Bio meaning life, photon meaning light. The sun emits UVA, UVB, and UVC radiation. The sun also emits plasma energy. The sun also is a portal. And the sun also is black. To clarify, the sun that we're seeing right now is black. Even though it's perceived as white or yellow or however you see it. Based off my experiences and me tapping into my alchemic mindset and scientific mindset and me being a mad scientist, I really gained confirmation that the sun is indeed neuromelanated. It's a big ball of neuromelanin. It's literally a big neuromelanated black hole-like portal. And we know that light is shown forth through darkness. This is why you see light coming out of this big ball of neuromelanin, which leads you to perceive that this big ball of neuromelanin is actually a big ball of light, but it's not. It's actually a neuromelanated portal that emits plasmic biophotonic energy for the entirety of everything in existence, especially the children of the sun. So everybody talking about the great solar flash, when it gonna flare, when it gonna hit, we gonna activate, get them powers. 111. But y'all gotta stop looking externally first, man. This is grade school textbook spirituality knowledge. Anything that manifests in this third dimensional reality has to start in the energetic realms first, in the realms of the unseen, in the realms of pure, unperceived vibration. If you're not attuned enough in this reality, you may not be able to perceive. So the solar flash is already happening. The great solar flash is happening right now. It's happening in the energetic realms right now and being manifested into this reality to happen through you, through me, through everybody. 144. Now, how is it happening through you? We know that the sun has been CMEing or coronal mass ejecting or having many bursts of solar-like flares. We know that everything officiating out in the cosmos, stars, planets, different celestial bodies, assimilate with the internal you, your internal omniverse, especially the sun. People got to understand that there is not just one sun out there. As above, so below, the law of correspondence, there's 150 trillion cells that make up the human body. Out of 100 trillion of those cells, 100 trillion of those cells make up your good gut bacteria, which is your microbiome. Your microbiota, which is the first line of defense against microbial pathogens within the body. The other 50 trillion of those cells literally come from different chemicals, minerals, nutrients, and things like that to help make up you. Amino acids, all kind of things. Each one of these cells are a miniature version of you, which helps you to understand and perceive that this body isn't actually real. It's a hologram. Now, inside of each one of those cells, you have something called a nucleus. Now, nucleus literally means new sun. So as we see the sun externally solar flashing, that means that it's happening internally within you. Each one of your cells is having miniature solar flares, miniature solar flashes. So you internally can have that one big solar flash to become purified, really activate and merge into your crystalline self, your luminous self. Solar flash is you.
You're right, brother. Solar flash is us, man. We're causing the solar flash, man. Just us being awakened or awakening, coming to more of our true self. We're causing the sun to act up, you know. Okay, so that's why we need everyone to wake up so we can speed up this process, so we can just be done with all this, man. You know, we can all just be on the same page and all this stuff can just end quickly. You know what I'm saying?
There is something very important coming soon that you need to know about. The solar flash is a flash of light from our central sun, Alcyone. The flash will awaken people to their true nature. It will trigger a spontaneous mass awakening on Earth. People all over the planet will realize that we are all one and that we are here on the planet to experience unconditional love.
Grand Rising. So, Sam Jones says, does the shift happen when the solar flash happens? Yes, but there's more than one shift.
If you guys don't know, Remedy H, he's intelligent guy right here, man. I want to see what he's talking about. He's saying Pluto is in conjunction with the sun. So I'm gonna throw this in here too. See what he's talking about.
Hey y'all, a lot of powerful events have taken place. A few powerful events have taken place, and there's more to come. All right, we know December 31st, that was like this huge class 5X flare that hit our realm, hit our planet. Beautiful energy. There were like several powerful CMEs, M flares, C flares.
It seemed like ever since 2020, the Earth, like the energy of the planets has been so different, right? Like it's just been so different, man. And I'm loving it, man. Like people is waking up all over the world. Everybody's just speaking truth. It's a good time to really be alive, man. But we really gotta be strategic how we do things and really prepare for what is to come. You know, we can't just keep being delulu, right? It's just you know, stand in this system. We have to figure out a way, because the system, once the system crumble, you can't be with the system. Because if you with the system, you know, you're gonna crumble right with it, because it's already crumbling as we speak. So we gotta prepare to get away from it.
Ether came down. We had almost seemed like we have a miniature pole shift, but then we have the Kali Yuga gateway. That was an extremely powerful event. That gateway that opened up the Kali Yuga, and there were a lot of things that was going on. Then what comes into our social, our within the proximity of our planet, our solar system, is Pluto, and right now Pluto is in conjunction with our sun. Pluto will be in full conjunction on the 21st, and then all throughout the entire week of the 21st. You have the 21st through the 27th. I think you have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, the 21st through the 27th. You have if my eyes look kind of bad, I haven't been getting a lot of rest this week. I've been busy, seriously busy, but I'll give me some rest tomorrow. But you have the 21st through the 27th, where Pluto is going to be in conjunction with our sun, and our sun and Pluto is in Aquarius. All right. Mm-hmm. When you're talking about the sun and Pluto is in Aquarius, Aquarius is that awakening energy. Aquarius is that energy that brings new life. When you talk about an awakening, you talk about a new life, a new beginning coming into the Aquarius, and we're talking about some powerful energies. The last time Pluto was in conjunction with our planet was in 2022. 2022 was the last time when Pluto was in conjunction with our planet. A lot of businesses fell in 2022. Pluto was also in conjunction with our planet in 2020. All right, so you had 2020, 2022, and now 2024. Pluto is in conjunction with the sun. Right now, these beings here, these inorganic beings, are really hoping that there's not a major solar flare that happens with Pluto in conjunction with the sun, because this will have that plutonium energy. But right now, Pluto is charging up the sun, and the sun and Pluto is communicating and sharing frequencies, which literally means that the Pluto is preparing the sun. Deep within my soul, I believe that Pluto is preparing the sun for a new beginning, which means that supernova. right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you think of the sun is just so big, and but you have planets that play major roles in certain things, just like in 2020, 2022, when Pluto was in conjunction with our planet, and there were like some major changes. And so right now, with Pluto being in conjunction with the sun, this is energy that's going to charge up the original beings. We who possess the plutonium within our body, that plutonium energy within our body, is really going to charge us up. And I'm like, really charged up myself. A lot of energy, a lot of power. My crystals are literally vibrating right now. Seriously, my crystals are vibrating as it's feeling like whoa, 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 whoa. So and I can feel that energy. I got my one crystal in my pocket right here, my Lumerian seed crystal in my pocket. It's vibrating. Then I have my Super 7 crystal as well. My Super 7 in my other pocket is vibrating. So I mean, it's like a lot of energy that's happening right now with Pluto, and the energy that Pluto is bringing to our solar system. So when this next solar flare happens, this is going to be literally that the power of Pluto is going to be in the sun. All right, and this is literally deep within me, deep within my soul. All right, deep within my soul, I really, really feel that this energy from Pluto is going to bring about that supernova. Right now, Pluto being in conjunction with anything within the close proximity of our planet is no good thing for any business or any inorganic being or any inorganic system. All right, I'm serious. I'm serious. And this is bringing about balance. That's what Pluto is. Pluto is literally the planet of balance, and Pluto literally is there to straighten things out. I remember doing the studies when we were fighting against these beings some 400 years ago, when they lost that last battle against us. Pluto was in conjunction with our planet. Yes, Pluto was. They lied and said Pluto was in conjunction, and this is how they were able to win the war. They haven't won one war in the physical against us, except for when they did the sneak attacks later on. That was in the 18 and 1900s when they did the sneak attacks on us. But as far as a full-fledged war against us, no, they haven't won one war. And when what they call the Civil War and all, back in the 1700s and all that era, when they fought against us, every time they fought against us, there was Pluto. Pluto was there. All right, which lets us know, brothers and sisters, to wage war, we're going to have a lot of fucking help. We're going to have a whole lot of fucking help. So just something for you all to ponder on. Pluto is in conjunction with our sun, and the sun and Pluto is in Aquarius. And Aquarius is that awakening energy. It's that powerful energy that it awakens, it invigorates, it brings new life. All right. Aquarius is also the age of information. So you're going to gain all types of information that you need to gain that's necessary. So in your meditations, whatever you meditate on, you make sure that you keep your minds on heavenly things. All right. When you focus on your inner strength, inner power, inner energy, that's heavenly things. When you're focusing on regaining and re-establishing the energy from the ancestral way, that's heavenly things. Don't go into your meditation talking about some money and cars and diamond rings and all this bullshit. Come on, get the fuck out of here with that shit. All right. So Pluto is in conjunction with our planet right now, with our sun right now. And like I said, these beings are extremely scared. They're hoping that Pluto doesn't. They're hoping that our sun doesn't erupt or give off a corona mass ejection or a X flare or M flare or anything, because This literally is going to be some powerful plutonium energy. And you know what? There's a solar storm that's happening right now. There is a solar storm. There's a cosmic storm that's happening right now. And
I kind of figured that.
This energy is coming from
I can feel it.
the west. That's the solar that's coming from cosmic. That's a cosmic storm right now. There's not a solar storm yet coming from our sun.
Bro, you know when you can feel the energy, like your back and stuff start hurting, like and stuff. I don't know, you just start getting like aches in like your bones and stuff. You can feel it, man. I don't know if y'all be going through that, but especially when you eat heavy around that time when it's really a solar, bro, you can feel it, man. I'm not gonna lie, even you would get a headache out of nowhere. Like how am I getting a headache? And then you gotta lay down. Dude, the planet is changing and we gotta get things together, y'all. We have to. We've been doing this for too long, man, to our bodies. And we wearing out our bodies, man. We gotta stop. I know it's hard, but we gotta stop, man. For real.
Alright, there's not a solar storm coming from our sun yet, but it will be one, you know. But yes, Pluto is in conjunction with our planet. I mean, with our sun, and may soon be in conjunction with our planet. But right now, Pluto in conjunction with the sun there's nothing good for any business, any system of operation that's inorganic to this planet, to this realm, because this energy from Pluto that's charging up the sun is literally going to destroy so much. And you have to remember, I want you to remember one thing. When these planets come in conjunction with other planets, the energy that these planets give off, like when Pluto came in conjunction with our planet back in 2020, you know, the whole, era of whatever they was doing, they didn't want us to know that Pluto was in conjunction with our planet. All right, they didn't want us to know. They just wanted us to think it was an epidemic. But I followed the astrological information. Pluto was in conjunction with our planet. Came 2022. That's completely again was in conjunction with our planet. Kind of strange that they want to completely Pluto out of existence when you can't X Pluto out of existence. Oh, Pluto's not a planet, it's just a dwarf star. That's what they want to say. It's just a dwarf star, it's not a planet. But it is. So we're looking at some powerful energy, some powerful information that's coming down to us, brothers and sisters, and the power of Pluto is devastating. Pluto destroys everything that is not organic. All right, so if you're watching these businesses fall, it's happening. Our awakening is going to become even greater. We're going to have a greater depth and a greater understanding of everything, especially with Pluto in conjunction. All right, like I said, Pluto is going to be in conjunction with our sun for the entire week of the 21st. So 21st to the 27th, that will be Pluto. Maybe until the 28th, Pluto will be there. Okay, powerful energies, powerful information. All right, so we'll get back with you guys a little later. Hope you all still doing your 9 to 9, 9 and 9 meditation. I hope you're doing meditation between. Hope you all are getting different ideas and concepts on building and creating, designing. I hope you all are literally, making yourself more powerful within yourself, going deeper within yourself, finding the energy and power for who you are, so that you can go to this next step and next phase of power energy. Okay, guys, I'll catch you guys later.
I agree, man. Definitely said it right, man, for sure, man. We could make it, man. We just gotta make sure we prepare for real. It's really good, man.
Okay, so to survive the solar flash in 2030, your heart has to be lighter than a physical feather. And I'm not talking about your physical heart, because that's impossible and you would die. I'm talking about your spiritual heart, your heart chakra.
Right.
Beings who vibrate on their fourth seat, which is your heart chakra, emit a green aura field. And that is how the Elohim can detect who to pick up on the shams. And on April 8th, 2024, there's going to be a solar eclipse over the whole entire country of America. And in the Bible, which is a collection of stolen, over 250,000 stolen Egyptian papyrus scrolls that were written by the wise men of the Nile, that the Romans stole and put in a 52-mile tunnel in the Vatican, and they used this to make your Bible. These third-dimensional Europeans could never corrupt documents that fifth-dimensional thinkers wrote. So these Europeans could only corrupt these verses to their own understanding. So based on what consciousness you're vibrating on, you will still be able to see through the corruption. And I'm going to show you this. Jesus, who is the Son, the physical Son, S-U-N, of God, who is the black nation, said that the symbol of him returning will be when the sun and the moon darken. And remember how I told you guys that America is the new Babylon, right? Watch this. April 8th, 2024. The sky is going to darken as if it were dawn or dusk because of the solar eclipse, okay? Which is going to be over America, which is the new Babylon. And it is not a coincidence that this solar event is taking place exactly 7 years after the solar eclipse over America in 2017, when the blue star Kachina arrived. And during that eclipse, that little fire that I mentioned in my previous video that's going to spark inside of your etheric body is going to be that ghost DNA that is deactivated in the blood of Africans, that is the Anunnaki genetics. And that solar eclipse is going to trigger the awakening of those genetics, and it's going to start fusing light information into your light body. And if your consciousness can't handle the information, you're going to slowly go insane, turn into a mental zombie, and you're going to die. And the others who are vibrating on their heart chakra or higher will just get an upgrade and get that Christ consciousness, which is the hidden sun within their etheric body. If y'all want more information, I can make a part 4. Okay, so to survive the solar...
This is what the sun looked like on November 9th. Big explosion! And we have a huge CME coming in on November 11th. The CME was a result of an Earth-facing eruption close to the center of the Earth-facing disk. The intuitive message that I received yesterday is that it's happening. And this morning, my mentor said that it's begun. So I think the Great Solar Flash is on its way and solar maximum is starting to peak. The best thing to do right now is to stay grounded and to imagine the Great Solar Flash coming in and anchoring into your heart chakra. Feel it and see it to be true. This is what the sun looked like on November 9th.
About the solar flares and about 5D. Now, I don't know who it is that's spreading rumors out there, letting people know that once the solar flare happens, everyone will be living in 5D. That's complete nonsense, and I'll explain the two differences. The solar flare that will happen...
You got a point, though. Especially the people that ain't been taking care of themselves and not putting in the work. Man, dude. I don't even think the sun care about who, you know what I'm saying? Man, if you ain't been putting in that work, it's going to show, man, for sure. It's definitely going to show, especially when that flash comes.
Happen is an energetic release from the universe, and when it does or is felt here on Earth, it will also help with Earth's elevation and the purging that Mother Earth has been going through. You see, this purging is necessary for all that humanity has done and all the vile and heinous acts that Mother Earth has been exposed to, or things that humanity has not only done to Mother Earth, but done to each other. Now, 5D is a completely different. As Mother Earth is going through her ascension, and she has ascended to 5D level, now it's going to be time for people, for those of us here on the planet. Now, there are people who are living in 5D, but there's no psychic advisor, there's no healer out there that can pull a group together and go, you know what? I'm going to wave my magic wand and you are all in 5D, my children. No, that's not going to happen. It has to come from within your heart. Your heart has to be right. When you feel that you have love, when you find yourself being able to see love in every direction, you're in the 5D. You're on the way. Getting to the 5D, right before that happens, you're going to find yourself purging one, toxic people in your life. You're going to look at them and go, you know what? I'm better than that. I can't do this anymore. Someone else will deal with those toxic people, and they will be someone else's spiritual experience. And then two, if there's a family member that you've been enabling, maybe your brother's been on drugs and you've been giving him money because you don't want to see him go do something on the street, that's going to stop, because you're no longer going to be the enabler, because you're going to be working on self. And three, if you have an ex that's calling you up for a booty call whenever they feel like they need you, and you're answering that, you're not in the 5D. Because once you're in the 5D, you begin to see that you're worthy. You begin to see the temple that you live in.
Yo, why did she call that out, man? Oh my God, man, be like that though, man. This is my booty call. Nah, she is funny.
And your body, your vessel, as being more valuable to you, because not only are you needing it in this lifetime, but in other lifetimes, whatever you do to it, you will experience those issues from the soul trauma. So you're not going to want to be just giving it out to an ex. When about the solar flares,
It's a cosmic event that has occurred on Earth thousands of times. It is caused by a huge surge in sun's energy, coronal mass ejections. They also said scientists have been observing for the past few decades sun's energy has been intensifying, and a major CME is due anytime in the next 5 to 10 years. An explosion in the core of the sun, basically the radiation from this explosion will hit our atmosphere and cause Earth's magnetic field to collapse. So basically Earth will have no shield. There will be no shield around Earth. And this, we've never heard this, read this anywhere. This is brand new information that even we were just told about. Very clearly, the Lion's guardian being said there's going to be 3 stages or phases of the solar flash.
Oh, they said the world was gonna end. Dang, it's crazy, man. And if you switch it around, it'll be 21, and you're back at that point. The world is coming to an end. Interesting, man. And you know, these scientists, everyone that's the big elites, they already know. They already know what's about to happen. That's why they do the things that they do, man. Right? So yeah, man. But anyway, man, I hope you guys enjoyed that video right there. You learned something from it. I just say, man, just try to be light, man, and really take care of yourself during these times, because we never know when the solar flash is gonna come. So who knows, man? It could be today, you know. But I just say stay prepared for whatever is to come, man, and do your research on things, right? Do your research on a lot of things to help you during these times, right? That's definitely gonna be here, so you don't have to like do it later, man. Do it now, so you don't have to do it later, right? So start now, start today. But with all that being said, I'm sending peace, abundance, prosperity, and good health your way, and let's have an abundant day today. Till next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.